So what is up, everybody? I'm that guy Brian. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam have gone woke. So we are going to watch this video real quick, and we're going to discuss this in a little bit. All right, I'm gonna watch this video, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it after I watch a news clip from CBS. Alright, so we're going to watch this clip here about Elmer Fudd and whatnot. Elmer Fudd was the guy who would hunt Bugs Bunny, and Yosemite Sam was this crazy dual-wielding guns. I didn't really watch him much. I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
Fudd and Yosemite Sam are no longer toting their signature rifles in the new Looney Tunes series, which premiered last week on HBO Max. The two characters, who are enemies of Bugs Bunny, will find new ways to hunt the icon during Wabbit season as showrunners remove the weapons in response to gun violence. The Looney Tunes franchise is the latest franchise to make adjustments for modern audiences, with Disney Plus adding warnings to many of its older movies. While guns may be gone from the cartoon, one showmaker confirms the cartoony violence such as TNT and Acme will remain in the show.
Okay, so first of all, this is odd. Okay, first of all, it's extremely odd to keep to remove the gun but keep everything else in it. The TNT, the dynamite, and all that other shenanigans. It's essentially the same. What's the difference between a gun and a knife? There really is no difference. The intent and the motive behind those two are still the same. He still wants to kill the bunny, and I don't see why it matters what he uses it. When you put in a political agenda such as this into your TV shows, I don't see where you're gonna go with this. First of all, kids don't watch politics. They don't really care what's going on in the world. All they want to do is sit back and actually do nothing and just watch and laugh. That's pretty much it. This is Looney Tunes is catered between the ages somewhere between 3 and 8 years old, so most people don't a lot of people, I can see a lot of YouTubers here. Kids are playing Fortnite and blah blah blah. Yeah, but most kids that are playing Fortnite are probably between 10 and 18, but most kids that are watching Looney Tunes right now are probably going to be the age between 3 and 8. They're going to be very young. They're not going to be playing video games that often unless it's on a phone or very simple ones, not complex Resident Evil games or anything like that, or Fortnite multiplayer games. Not often. I will say that I did end up playing with a 7-year-old on Fortnite. I squatted up randomly. That was a little odd, but I think most kids are probably not going to be care whether or not Elmer Fudd has his gun or not. But it does seem a bit odd. It's just I don't understand that. I mean, it would make sense if you took out the gun back in like 30 years ago, because back then people were more sheltered, kids were more sheltered, they were more way more conservative. But now that the invention of the internet, kids are constantly exposed to other stimuli other than TV. They're hearing things about the world that we didn't. I don't know, as a kid, before the internet happened, I was pretty much ignorant. I wasn't connected. I was only just me, my elementary school out there in the rural area, and then that was pretty much it, and whatever was on TV on the weekends. So, but now these days with the internet, kids are just having access to anything and everything. So as long as they have, when their parents are not looking, I'm telling you, they're googling all sorts of crazy things. And so I don't know what Disney is trying to do, or HBO is trying to protect kids from, because it's not going to help. I'm telling you this right. It's not going to help at all. It's just really odd. I don't understand what they're trying to protect kids from. Removing Elmer Fudd's weapons and Yosemite's dual-wielding pistols is like taking Spider-Man's web slinging away or Batman's wealth. It's one of those things that go hand in hand with the character. When you think of Elmer Fudd, you think of his shotgun and his really insane intent to kill the bunny. When you think of Yosemite Sam, you think of a crazy lunatic who probably needs a therapist or two, dual wielding pistols. That's what you think of. But as a kid, I don't think kids are analyzing these things and watching them and learning from them. One of those common beliefs is that video games cause violence or cause people to do crazy things, or it inspires kids to go and be violent and hurt other people. That's an odd thing. Crazy people are inspired to do crazy things because they're, well, first of all, they're crazy. There's not a single kid, there's not a mass shooter that went off, started shooting everybody, and when they arrested him said, "Why'd you do it?" And he was like, "Well, when I was 3, I was watching Elmer Fudd." No, there's nothing here. There is not. You're not going to find a single gun related case you could trace back all the way back to when they were 7 years old watching Looney Tunes when Elmer Fudd and Yosemite was using guns. That's it. That's it. It's one of those things that I don't understand. There's not going to be one of those cases. There are way other external reasons why someone would do something nuts, and particularly I don't have the stats on me right now, and I wish I could tell you. Maybe I should go and look that up. I don't have those stats. I don't have his stats, but there are other reasons. The shooters that I know that did do something crazy came to mind is this kid, because this incel guy that couldn't get laid. So he started shooting people. There was this other guy who was shot at Virginia Tech. It was an Asian dude. He was I guess lonely and crazy too. There's none of these cases has anything to do. You're not gonna find some career criminal and who's writing an autobiography and says, "Well, when I was 7, I would watch Looney Tunes on Sunday, and that's where it all began. Where I saw Elmer Fudd killing Bugs Bunny and thought, that's what I'm gonna do. Instead of Bugs Bunny, how about humans?" It doesn't happen. So I don't understand what these HBO or Disney is trying to protect the new generation of kids from, because that's not what's going to cause them to be violent. That's not the issue here. Okay, I know that if you are from a fatherless, if you're a male and you're for a boy and you're from a fatherless home, you are more likely to go to prison. That's a statistical fact. I don't have it around my head, but I know that's true. So that right there is more likely for someone to pick up a gun than it is for them to watch cartoon violence. And it's so odd that you would take the gun away, but then keep the TNT and the explosions. I mean, terrorists are still a thing. They didn't just disappear. Why would you have that argument for the gun, but then not have the argument for the other cartoon violence? Why won't a kid watch this, look at the explosives, and go, "Oh, you know what I should do? We should mix glue. We should mix some gasoline. See what happens." That's not going to happen. I'm not going to say it's never going to happen, because there are some crazy kids out there, some serious mental issues at a very young age. But really, most of it has to do with parenting and their personal experiences and the environment around them. It's not going to be freaking Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam that's going to cause kids to be violent and use guns. That's just simple. That's just facts here. But what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber and I just play video games, and I just saw this. I saw this was trending, and I thought that was kind of odd thing to do. I think there's a lot of holes in the logic, and I see no reason why they need to take it out. But I'm particularly not attached to these characters, so I don't really care. I don't care if they do it or not. This is for the new generation of kids. I understand that some people who are angry are saying, "I grew up with this, I didn't do this, blah 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 blah." Yeah. I get it, I understand. But honestly, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Does anybody? And for all of you who are outraged at this, I'm just curious. Can you name one episode where you enjoyed? Because I can't think of anything in my head. Because I used to watch these too. I can't sit here and say that I enjoyed Looney Tunes, because I can't remember a single episode where I'm like, "Oh yeah, I gotta buy the entire season." Do any of you own seasons? Who here owns seasons of Looney Tunes? Who here has it in their DVDs? Like, "Oh, you know what we should watch this weekend, babe? Freaking Looney Tunes." Nobody does that. So I don't know. This is one of those things I think people are overreacting to. I mean, I think there's a lot of things to be outraged about. I'm not really a fan of woke culture too, because I think they've taken it way too far. But I don't think this is one of those things where it's a big deal. I don't, because nobody here has it on DVD. Most of you, I'm not gonna say all of you, but most of you don't have it on DVD. None of you have popped it in 30 years. You haven't seen a single episode, so why do you care that much? That's my question for those who are outraged. And those are my two sides. All right, I don't understand why everybody who is outraged. It's one of these things that are just that I particularly don't think it matters. I think there's bigger issues that we need to focus on. This is, I mean, I will say it is an odd decision for them to remove it, but like I said, there's a lot of holes in the logic and reasoning behind this, and it is. I totally think it's politically motivated. I also think that maybe they did this to get people to watch it, because I didn't know they were doing a Looney Tunes remake. I think it's. I didn't know that. I thought that maybe they did this intentionally so they could get in the news and have, for some reason, oh yeah, we should watch Looney Tunes now. I know there's gonna be some people out there, particularly that lean to the left, would be like, oh my gosh, they got rid of the guns. Awesome. Now my kid can watch Looney Tunes. That's. Oh, this is one of those things that my kid should totally watch. I don't need a freaking parent why should I parent when I can just put on Looney Tunes and they can do all the parenting for me? I think that's it's just weird. These are my thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you really care that much? Like, honestly though, because I know there's a lot of things I can be mad about. There's a lot of things I know that I don't know about bad. I'm not really I'm like an angry person who's always angry, but I'm pretty much indifferent about most things. But this is I just don't think it's a big deal. And like I said, I think it's one of those marketing moves to get people to watch it. You know, like, oh, this is wow, I didn't know Looney Tunes reboot was coming out. My kids should totally watch this. Blah blah blah. I don't know what the stats are. I'm not watching the view count at HBO Max's end. I don't know whether it's a positive or negative thing for them. I don't know that there's going to be a backlash. I particularly don't think there is. Honestly, I don't think anybody's going to watch the show. For one thing, why is it on HBO Max? Does anybody, like, I didn't grow up watching HBO Max. I didn't watch it. That was on Cartoon Network on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. That's like an odd channel for HBO to have. So I don't think anybody's gonna watch that. Particularly, I don't think anybody's gonna watch it. I really don't. What happened to Cartoon Network? Is that gone? I don't know. I haven't had cable in like 10 years. So, but these are my thoughts. These are my thoughts. Again, do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you even really care? Honestly though. So yeah, let me know what you think at the bottom. And I'm that guy Bri. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.